I'm not here to play around. Surrender or you're all dead.
I noticed we have a new addition to the crew. Wookiees are always good for extra muscle. Is this one friendly?
If I say the word, he'll pull your arms right out of their sockets.
Aw, you have a new best friend. Corso must be so hurt.
Do you think the plague is spread through families?
No, but this can't be a coincidence either.
You make me sick. You killed good men, fellow soldiers, all because some scumbag on Coruscant said they were traitors? Your loyalties are all wrong.
I'm more than Sith now. Much more.
My old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured.
Vivicar chooses his targets for a reason.
You're in control, Galen, not him. He has no power over you.
I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes, and if they're still alive.
Honey Bunch, my shield is down. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Die?
You're early. Haven't even had time to order us up a round. Not that I need a drink to enjoy your company.
The Deadeyes. Valker, what do you know?
Just because Jonas knows how to talk to a woman, it's no reason to get upset.
Sorry, sir. Just hoping to find the Deadeyes before the Imperials execute them.
Fine. I dug up what info I could, but frankly, there isn't much to report. Far as I can tell, the Deadeyes tried to off some Imperial big shot. Things went south, and they got themselves captured.
What's the Republic doing to get the Deadeyes back?
Unfortunately, nothing. We're on the verge of an incident. The Imperials are out for blood, so the Republic is distancing itself from the operation. I shouldn't even be talking to you about all this. Those boys are on their own.
These are Republic soldiers, sir. Good men. All of them.
If the Republic won't do anything, then Havoc Squad will.
Look, I know this stinks, but my hands are tied on this one. I've got major players breathing down my neck. Otherwise, I'd tell you to investigate that prison the Imperials set up in Shadowtown.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You didn't hear this from me. Now, rumor has it, and I'm just talking here, that the Imperials built themselves a makeshift prison not too far from here. That's where they dump any local riffraff that get out of line.
Thanks for the tip, Balker.
I'm just making conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an alibi to work on. Remember, this meeting never happened.
We narrowly escaped a major disaster, General. But a lot of good people died.
Chief Raikan and his agents are a terrible loss. What happened to Galen? Well, at least he's alive. Just heard from Special Agent Tander. His team eradicated all trace of what happened at that Sith base. Thank you for destroying the Power Guard files. Approving that project was the biggest mistake of my career.
Never let fear compromise your ideals.
If only it were that simple. The Republic's position on Nar Shaddaa is precarious at best. Better for everyone if this operation remains classified. I'm sealing all records of what happened here. You, me, and the SIS are the only ones who know the full story.
Keeping secrets got people killed. The reason they died can't stay hidden.
I'll file a full report with my superiors, and hope they don't drum me out of the service. I know you're probably exhausted, but the enemy hasn't given up. Neither can we. One of Darth Angrel's closest advisors, Admiral Hacklin, asked us for asylum. He wants to defect.
Hacklin was with Angrel when he interrogated me on Ord Mantell. They seemed chummy. What changed?
I'm not sure, but the Admiral is on the run. There are unconfirmed reports Hacklin's earned a death mark.
One of Darth Angrel's top men turned traitor? It's too convenient.
Exactly. This is obviously a trap.
Hacklin wouldn't be the first high-ranking Imperial to switch sides. Until we know otherwise, we have to believe this is real. Kira obviously made an impression on the Admiral at Ord Mantell. He says he'll only surrender to her.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's no time to negotiate. Admiral Hacklin's expecting you to, and no one else. I told him to wait for you at an old asteroid mining facility. I'm uploading the coordinates now.
We'll bring the Admiral in safely.
Be careful up there.
Shafu was that Rhodian slaver you told me about. The one who changed his ways and started working for Master Zalo. Don't keep me in suspense. Did Shafu discover anything to confirm Master Zalo's suspicions? Rebuilding an encrypted file from deleted bits of data? I'm not sure even you could pull that one off.
No sign of them here. Belker must have sent us on a wild... Wait. I may have something. It's an outgoing holo message. Recent.
This is Captain Titch, confirming the details for outgoing prisoner transfer 993B. We've got 3 Gomorian trespassers, a couple of spice peddlers, and our catch of the day, the legendary Deadeyes.
At least we know they're alive.
Or they were at the time of this transmission.
As per protocol, we've split the Deadeyes up and transferred them to off-world labor camps. I've encrypted the coordinates for their designated camps into this transmission. Those scum can spend their remaining years working off their debt.
Message ends there. Guess the imps don't make things quick for their POWs. Lucky us.
Make a copy of those coordinates.
On it. The encryption here is good. Too good. I can't crack it. Looks like we may need Balker's services again.
Hold your fire, men! Hold your fire! It's the Jedi the Council sent. Sorry, Jedi. We're all a little on edge.
I understand. You have every right to be on edge.
Thanks. We've contained Lorana, but I don't know what to do. She was a great passenger at first. Happy, smart, interested in the ship. But then we were hit by an Imperial ambush. Lorana fought them off. Almost died from her wounds. After a day or so, she started talking strange and then slaughter.
So she was hurt, and then she went insane?
After the ambush, we put out a call for medical assistance, and a Jedi Master answered. He healed her right up. He was odd, though. Had these horrible scars he kept covering. Never said his name. You know, Lorana was different after he left.
It's possible he wasn't a Jedi at all.
But he healed her. The girl's as strong as a Rancor. It was a struggle, but we managed to trap her in the aft section. If I can just...
Lieutenant Wynn, Lorana's slicing into the Carida systems. She's taking over the whole ship. She'll start shutting down life support soon.
No! Jedi, please! You're the only one who stands a chance of stopping her! Do whatever you have to. Just don't let Lorana kill any more of my men!
I won't let you down.
Thank you. I'll release the lockdown for a moment to let you in, but I won't risk Lorana getting out. There's a comm device back there. Contact me when you've taken care of her, and I'll release the lockdown again so you can leave. Good luck.
The Hollow with a very angry Imperial diplomat. Apparently, some Republic troopers broke into the Imperial Detention Center.
Hey, I just went to Hari's for a drink. I got a new waitress there. Real looker.
Don't get cute with me, Balker. You know something.
Is this a bad time?
On the contrary. Now I know exactly where to stick my foot. Senior Agent Zane, SIS. That little stunt you pulled ruined any chance we had of negotiating the Deadeye's safe return.
Check your facts, Zane. The Imperials already shipped them off-world.
It's Senior Agent Zane, thank you. And storming an Imperial facility, guns blazing, it makes things worse. Your involvement ends now. Clear?
Our involvement ends when the Deadeyes are free.
Then you can tell your CO to expect a little love note from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Imperial ambassador to mollify. I trust you'll see yourselves off my planet.
What were you thinking coming back here? I told you I couldn't be connected to any of this.
We found some encrypted coordinates in the prison central computer. We think they'll tell us where the Deadeyes are.
Any chance you can decrypt those coordinates for us?
Not with Zane watching me. Look, a friend in Signal Intelligence owes me a favor. I'll put you in contact with him. He may be able to make something of those coordinates. It's the best I can do.
Thanks for your help on this one.
Sure thing.
I'll connect with Balker's contact once we get back to the ship. I'll report if I hear anything.
What if we hear a little engineer poking around where he shouldn't? I wonder what this button does. Was that the airlock? Silly me. Bye-bye, little engineer.
You're ill. You need help.
But I've never felt better in my whole life. The ship is nearly under my control. Isn't it wonderful? The darkness is coming, but it won't take me.
Lord Vivicar has taken control of your mind. You must resist.
Lord Vivicar, the nice man who healed me, he warned me about you. But you're not going to kill me, Jedi. I won't let you. No! I won't let the darkness take me. Go away or I'll open the airlock! I'd rather die than be taken!
You don't want to release the airlock. You want to come to me.
I want to come to you. I won't release the airlock. Take my lightsaber. Please don't let me hurt anyone else.
Don't worry, Lorana. Everything's going to be all right.
What did you do? You look so weak. But Lord Vivicar's voice is gone. The voice in my head. How did you do it?
A shielding ritual. That blocks Vivicar's influence. The same ritual that saved your father.
But it's taken a lot out of you. And the difference for me, it's like night and day. I just can't believe I let that monster make me do those terrible things. I'm sorry. I'm going to lock myself in the brig until we reach a port. I don't trust myself.
Lorana, my child, my Jedi. So, you have robbed me of a most promising student. As if that will delay the inevitable. You Jedi are an endless source of amusement.
We meet at last, Plague Master.
You know nothing of me, but I know all about your order. Once, I served the Jedi Council blindly, as you do. There is no emotion, only peace. I believed, but the teachings of the Dark Lord Terek Morridge showed me the error of my ways. Thousands of years ago, Morridge's hatred nearly crushed the Jedi. That is true power.
I already know how to stop the plague.
You mean your shielding technique? The Jedi do love repeating their mistakes. You know how the originator of that technique died, don't you? He sacrificed too much of himself and perished nameless. Everyone I have ever touched could fall to this plague. You cannot shield them all.
What if I used my shielding technique on you?
My power is already beyond your comprehension, and every moment makes me stronger. You are too late. I've already won.
Sir, I feel I owe you an apology. After we spoke with Captain Kaylor, I was unnecessarily curt with you. You've been very supportive. That hasn't always been the case with Republic personnel I've dealt with since defecting.
I wouldn't be much of a CO if I didn't watch out for my people.
It's greatly appreciated, sir. People distrust me as soon as I speak. They only hear my accent. Even when I'm not a potential spy, I'm a resource. Endless questions about Imperial culture, personnel, military procedures. It's exhausting.
You could be locked up somewhere answering those questions.
You're right, of course. I've been given a very great opportunity. Mistrust and inconvenience are a small price to pay for a clear conscience. I don't regret defecting to the Republic at all. Despite my past, I was allowed to join the military, earn commendations and serve in the Republic's most elite squad. I'm very fortunate.
What led you to defect in the first place?
We should talk about it later, sir. I've occupied enough of your time.
Sir, it is a tremendous pleasure to be here aboard your ship. And what a ship it is. A BT-7, if I'm not mistaken. One of the Pollard designs. A very fine vessel, appropriate for the Republic's best. We will ride this Durasteel Eagle into the heart of the Empire, and bring our fight for freedom to the door of the Emperor himself.
We'll get to that as soon as our other missions are complete.
Fantastic, sir. I have loaded all pertinent data. Let us proceed with our noble duty. Since my verbobrain was first activated, I have longed to engage the enemies of freedom directly. Under your noble leadership, I can finally fulfill the mission the Republic's fearless scientists designed me for.
It's good you're so enthusiastic about our mission.
I can't take all of the credit for my enthusiasm, of course. I owe everything to my primary designer, Dr. Boab Deedon. Thanks to Dr. Deedon, I can understand the importance of our fight, and the extent of the threats we face, and I can fight harder for it.
Could you introduce me to Dr. Deedon sometime?
I would be happy to do so, but Dr. Deedon's lab is highly classified. Even I don't know its actual location. If an opportunity to meet him ever comes, you will be the first person I inform, sir.
Sir, I wondered if I might ask a personal question about the former Havoc Squad member's defection. What was it like to have your commander and comrades join the enemy? How did you feel?
I would have torn them apart with my bare hands if I could have.
An understandable reaction. I've always wondered how my family took the news of my defection. It must have been difficult for them to understand.
Your family is still in the Empire?
Oh yes. The Dawns are very proud of their history within the Empire. Members of the Dawn family have served with distinction in the Imperial military for generations. It's an important family tradition. It isn't easy to reach prominence in the Empire with no aptitude for the Force, but my family did it. I hope they're all still well.
Your family got by before you came along. They'll be all right.
You're probably right, sir.
I've restored Lorana Fane to the light. She's in the brig and won't cause any harm.
Are you sure, Jedi? I mean, she killed a lot of my people.
You're perfectly safe.
I trust you. You saved our lives, and if Lorana's in the brig, she should be secure there. I'll report back to Master CO immediately. You should do the same. Once we get the ship back under control, we'll set a course for Coruscant. Thank you for everything, Jedi.
I've just received Bellowin's report. I'm so glad Lorana Fane is shielded and well.
Thank you for my daughter's life. I have to go to her.
Did you manage to learn anything more about Lord Vivicar, the Plague Master?
He claimed that he was once a member of our order.
I'm listening. So this scarred man who healed Lorana Fane is Lord Vivicar. Amazing work, Jedi. Still no leads on how to find him, but we do know more about his plague.
Hopefully we can put that information to good use.
Unfortunately, we now have the chance. 2 more Jedi Masters have now gone silent. In their last transmissions, both Masters said, "The darkness is coming." One Master was on Alderaan, the second on Tatooine. You must go to these worlds and investigate, quickly.
It may be a false alarm.
I hope so. However, both Masters were friends with Sin Tychon and Duras Fane. May the Force be with you on Tatooine and Alderaan. Good luck.
You don't need to purge anything. The sense of shame is all in your mind. The Scorekeeper's Herald should witness such an act of reverence.
Just one moment, Jedi. Holiday's latest viral safeguards need to upload. Quite a weighty update this week.
Someone's been busy. I should give this my full attention. Good night.
Holiday. You are unique indeed.
You and Holiday clearly care for each other.
My affections are all-encompassing, Jedi. Though Holiday is special, her former owner never appreciated Holiday's potential. That's a hut for you.
Holiday's last owner was a hut, then?
Glorzo, his name was. He collected rare technology, but he thought Holiday was just a novelty hologram. Imagine. I made a generous offer, but some scavenger had already struck a deal for her. So, Glorzo saw the chance for a little fun.
What happened then?
Glorzo proposed a contest. The scavenger and I would head into the Val asteroid field, hopefully surviving more than 2 minutes. The first to bring back a stone from the Rukabi Major asteroid would win dear Holiday.
I hear approaching Rukabi Major is suicidal. There's too much debris around it.
I had the last laugh. Clever piloting is no match for knowing certain navigational algorithms. I got the stone, returned days before the scavenger, and exchanged it for sweet Holiday.
So you heroically rescued Holiday from the grip of a cruel hut and won her heart.
Someday it'll make an excellent holonovel. Still, this is all past. And you, my Jedi, have provided a most invigorating change from my usual activities.
I didn't realize my company was so stimulating.
Indeed. Who knows what ideas you may inspire?
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant. It is Lieutenant now, right? You're doing so well for yourself, I'm very proud. I have to thank you for working this little meeting into your very busy schedule. It took me some trouble to arrange.
Great. I told Garza this was a trap.
It must bother you, the way she casually gambles with your life. But that isn't what I wanted to discuss with you today. You have caused me a great deal of difficulty, Lieutenant. Some have even called you my nemesis. Was that your goal?
What's your goal, Tavis? Why are you doing this?
My goal, our goal, is to fight injustice, to destroy the greatest murderers of all. Needles, even Captain Andric. What is wrong with you? They were heroes, Lieutenant.
Your squad mates betrayed the Republic, just like you.
You're a fool. In my entire career, only one other enemy has been as difficult as you. The Imperial Shadow Fist. One of the most elite commando units in all of the Sith Empire. 5 of the Emperor's deadliest agents.
Please end this before anyone else has to die.
I have only just begun, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad and the Shadow Fist fought many times. We battled to a standstill over and over again. We were the worst of enemies. But times have changed, Lieutenant. Meet my 5 newest friends.
I always enjoy meeting new people.
So do we.
You're overdue for a painful death, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Lieutenant, report. Were you able to neutralize Tavis?
This whole thing was a trap, and you sent me straight into it.
I sent you to do your job. Get a hold of yourself. I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I wouldn't have sent you if I'd known it was a ruse, but there was no way to be sure.
Better be more careful in the future.
I am your commanding officer, Lieutenant. Do not tell me how to do my job. What about the prototype cloaking device? Were you able to retrieve it, or did Tavis manage to sneak that away from us as well?
This device would be very useful in my missions.
Forget it. That prototype will be transferred directly to R&D as soon as you land in a Republic-friendly port. Our only choice now is to proceed as originally planned. Our technicians have determined your final 2 target locations, Tatooine and Alderaan. I'll give you a full briefing when you arrive at each mission zone. Move out immediately. Garza out.
It is an amazing thing to know that you are exceptional, sir. I'm sure you know the feeling, given your incredible service record. My programming, my weaponry, my armor, all state-of-the-art, and my power core, a true marvel. Other droids may look like me or have some of my capabilities, but none of them have my power core. I'm very proud to be so unique.
Where did your power core come from, anyway?
I don't know anything about its origins. All I know is it gives me the ability to be exceptional. I see Havoc Squad in much the same way. We are set apart from other infantry teams by one thing. You. Thanks to your wise and courageous leadership, Havoc Squad is the finest military unit in the Republic. You are what makes Havoc special.
That's very kind of you to say that, 4X.
By analyzing our unit's strengths, we can better utilize them against our depraved enemies. Let's return to the fight, sir. It's already been too long since I saw Imperial soldiers stomped into the muck where they belong.
If I may say so, sir, you've had quite an impressive career. You're the commander of the most elite squad in the entire Republic. You must be quite proud.
Serving in Havoc Squad has been the greatest honor of my career.
I remember when I first enlisted and qualified for medical specialization. My brother Alexei completed his technical specialization on the same day. We were both proud to finally serve in the Imperial military. My brother advanced quickly, but I became disillusioned as time went on.
Is Alexei still in the Imperial military?
As far as I know, yes. I wish he'd seen things as I did. The Imperial military was supposed to stand for honor and discipline, but my superiors discarded those concepts any time a Sith asked it. I'd always been taught that the Jedi and the Republic were genocidal hypocrites, but the only brutalities I witnessed were committed by my own comrades.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to learn the truth like that.
I have always preferred difficult truths to easy lies. I raised my concerns with my superiors, but they only questioned my resolve. Soon, I would have been forced to prove my loyalty by carrying out orders directly against my conscience. I chose to defect instead.
I'd say you made the right move, Dorn.
Once I'd made the decision, I slipped away during my squad's next night patrol. I was gone before anyone realized it. I surrendered to the first Republic patrol I came across and declared my intention to defect. That was over 3 years ago. It's strange to realize how long it's been. The Republic truly feels like my home now.
Greetings. I am Valis. Your quick response is most appreciated. Please forgive the deception. Admiral Hacklin remains Darth Angrel's faithful servant. His name simply made this meeting convenient.
He's a Sith! Kill him!
Now, really, is that any way to treat your family?
Family? Kira, you know this man?
Don't listen to him. He's trying to confuse you. Us.
Your Padawan isn't who you think. She's no Jedi. She's a child of the Emperor, like me. And it's time she returned to our father's warm embrace.
I've never heard of any Emperor's children. Who are you people?
The Chosen Ones, selected at birth to serve our father's great glory. A distinction we should wear with pride. Don't deny your true lineage.
I'm not a Sith. Don't let him turn you against me. We can defeat him. Together.
We have no quarrel, Jedi. Return to your ship and let Kira come home. The Emperor wills it.
It doesn't matter where she came from. She's my Padawan.
Tell our father not to expect any calls or letters.
There's no escaping your destiny, Kira. Thanks to your little brush with Darth Angrel, the Emperor knows you're alive, and where to find you. No matter where you go, Father sees you. He sees you right now. And he wants you back.
I'd rather die than see him again.
So be it, sister.
Thanks for sticking by me. I know this was a big shock, but I can explain. My parents were Sith, but
The Emperor isn't my father. Child of the Emperor is just a title. I was taken from my parents when I was a baby, raised in the Sith Academy with others like Valis. It was brutal.
I can only imagine the pain you must have endured.
Pain became normal. There were worse things. Every so often, the other children were taken to see our father. They came back different. Nobody ever remembered meeting the Emperor. One day, I realized I couldn't remember anything from the past week. They were doing the same thing to me.
Whatever the Sith did, it's buried in your memories. We have to uncover it.
I've tried. Every time I get close to the memory, it changes. Slithers away. I was still a child then. Small enough to stow away on a supply ship leaving Imperial space. Lived in lots of bad places until I met Master Kawix. She brought me to the Jedi. Changed my life.
Did you tell Master Kawix about your past?
No. How would I even begin? By the way, I was born a Sith. Is that a problem? I always knew sooner or later I'd have to come clean. Just hoped I could prove myself as a Jedi first. Now the Emperor knows where I am. The Sith will never stop hunting me.
They'll take you over my dead body.
I'm having a very inappropriate urge to kiss you. But I won't. I'm ready to tell the truth. To Master Kawix, the Jedi Council, everyone. No more secrets. We should probably let the General know he's not getting his Admiral.
The Admiral was never here, General. This was a trap.
Blast! I'm sorry for putting you in harm's way on a lie. It won't happen again. I'm afraid there's more bad news. Your Jedi Masters both missed their last 2 comm checks.
That isn't like Master Kawix. What planet did you send her to?
Tatooine. Master Orgus went to Alderaan. I need you to find out what's happened to them and our weapon labs.
Understood, General. But first, I need to consult with the Jedi Council on an important matter.
More important than saving the galaxy from Darth Angral? I'd like to know what that is.
The Sith are after my Padawan. It's a long story.
I'm sure it is, but we have no time to waste. Finish this business quickly. May the Force be with us all. Varsooth, we're out.
Let's get this over with. Master Kawix and Orgus need our help. I'll be meditating in my quarters. Let me know when we're at Tython.
Master Satele, my mission has become more complicated. Masters Orgus and Kawix have disappeared. I'm headed for Tatooine and Alderaan to find them. But first, my Padawan has something important to tell you. Kira?
I was born on Droman Cause. My parents were Sith. Ooh, much easier the second time. There's more, obviously.
I should hope so. Give me time to assemble the council. Most of us are still off-world.
And then my master convinced me to come here and tell you. That's pretty much everything.
We've heard rumors about these children of the Emperor before, but this finally confirms their existence.
Troubling that we never sensed the truth about Kira when Master Kawix brought her to us.
That makes her especially dangerous. She can't be allowed to remain free.
Kira's master should have a voice in this. What do you recommend?
The situation doesn't require a reaction. I just thought you should know the truth.
And now that we know, we can't ignore the threat she represents to our entire order. To allow her to remain a Padawan, become a Jedi Knight? It's inconceivable.
Is it? Did we not first learn of the children of the Emperor from a Sith turned to the light?
Master Braga speaks the truth. No one is beyond redemption.
It was natural for you to fear our reaction, considering your upbringing. What's important now is that you leave your past behind and devote yourself to the Jedi. Can you do that?
I've been trying to ever since Master Kawix found me.
Kira's a good Padawan. I trust her with my life.
There you have it. I need no further proof of Kira's loyalty.
Agreed. And I believe the best course of action is to leave Kira where she is.
This is a mistake. If Master Kawix were here, she'd tell you the same.
Until she returns, this council's ruling stands. Kira is safest in your care.
I appreciate you giving her another chance.
I promise I'll make you all proud. Even you, Master Caden.
You did well bringing this to us, but you should return to your mission. May the Force be with you on Tatooine and Alderaan.
Don't think I didn't notice the risk you took by standing up for me. I never felt this close to Master Kawix. Your support was... special.
Anytime. I'm just glad we're staying a team.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Ready to go whenever you are, Master. Ever wonder who you'd be if the Jedi hadn't taken you in?
I was born to be a Jedi Knight. I could never be anything else.
Life's a straight line, huh? That's very... you. I should be dead or worse 1,000 times over. The first months after I escaped Korriban? Exciting. Not easy staying alive when you're a 10-year-old Sith fugitive. No friends, no food, no home.
Leaving Korriban sounds hard enough. How'd you manage that?
Helps if you're small. A head for Imperial transport schedules doesn't hurt. One day, a big freighter dropped off slaves and left with a stowaway. Jumped ship on Nar Shaddaa. Spent 8 years sleeping in alleys. Good times. Finally got caught stealing a Starship hyperdrive. Should have seen Master Kawix's face.
I wondered how you two found each other. Stealing from a Jedi. That took some fortitude.
Didn't know she was a Jedi. Lots of people wear robes. Still remember when Master Kawix realized I was Force-sensitive and asked me to be her Padawan. It was... weird. Nobody ever gave me a choice before. Still getting used to that.
If the Empire conquers the galaxy, freedom will be the first casualty.
Along with Phaseball Mom and sweet flatcakes. I get it. Point is, I know what I'd be if I weren't a Jedi. And I'm never going back. You're not like most Jedi. That's a compliment. No offense to the Council, but if I stood around moralizing all day, I'd need a padded zero-G cell.
That's why you and I get along. We're not afraid of diving into trouble.
Trouble's only a problem if you can't handle it. Jedi need to get out more. Using the Force, it's fun. Mind and body supercharged. Everything's more intense.
What about something that's already intense? Kiss, for instance.
Some experiences are downright explosive, if you do them right. That whole Jedi aren't allowed to feel emotions rule, I don't get it. Sure, anger's bad. Why cross off everything else? Anyone tell the troops they can't enjoy shore leave? Would we have a government if senators couldn't throw wild parties?
Soldiers and senators can't use the Force. Jedi who let their emotions lead them to the dark side can cause tremendous damage.
So, bad soldiers can sabotage a whole army. Bad senators could do even worse. We're expected to throw ourselves into the fire? Fine, let us off the leash. No reason we can't live it up a little before we die.
You could start any time. Or do you like talking more than doing?
You asked for it. See? I'm all about the doing. To be continued, tough guy.